Now playing the Hook and Bridge podcast.
I fucking love Catch Up. I'm telling you, I'm the worst person to have a podcast. I can barely speak.
Oh my god, I love streaming!
What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the show. I am your host, Harley, joined by my two co-hosts, Chris and Taylor. And year in the long making episode today, we've got Peter James, owner, operator, the guy behind everything that you see on this show, Manicat Records.
That is a hell of an intro, man. Thank you. I appreciate you guys having me.
So I have a ton of industry questions.
Okay.
But I have a lot of other questions too. And so we know now that the cat's out of the bag and we know that you had to approve these stories that were sent to me, that explains why they're all positive.
For the record, though, there are no negatives. You know, anyway, I don't know if there would be, but I'm fairly sure they're not that negative. So, I don't know. You might have to catch the rest of our team separately, have them on the podcast.
Yes, Taylor, you had a question?
Peter, I just want to ask, did they tell you anything about the show?
In terms of like what to anticipate, not really.
Got it.
You know, so I'm still kind of like, all right, what am I walking into?
Perfect.
But I kind of have a rough idea of
Nice. Okay.
things that are going to be said. So, you know.
So we have been doing business together for the last 3 years.
Yeah.
3 years. You gave this show an opportunity out of the gates that no one else would. And I just want to start off everything by saying, truly, thank you. Like, this show would not be what it is today without you and your crew. Truly, man. Like,
you know, it goes both ways, man, because you've been so supportive. You guys have all been so supportive of all our artists for the last few years, you know, and not just like our bigger acts, but some of our up and coming talent.
Mm-hmm.
And we really appreciate you guys. So, you know, thank you guys for the support and the platform. So,
yeah, absolutely. Some of my favorite artists have come from the interviews.
That's awesome. I love hearing stuff like that. You know, we've been around 11 plus years. And honestly, when I hear stuff like that just, you know, makes it all worth it, you know? So,
right out the gate, I want to ask, this is an industry question. This is not one of your ones. This is an industry question.
Okay.
When you're kind of scouting new artists, what does that process look like from an internal perspective?
So, are you talking about like an artist that's local or anywhere? Like just
anywhere,
in
in general.
Okay. So there's a lot of factors for us that goes into it. You know, how big the act is. Number one, how good they are, right? So it always comes down to the music. You know, as long as the music is where it needs to be, that's first and foremost. I think the second really thing is after getting a call with them, are they good people? Like actually, you know, have an open relationship, because anytime you work with someone for a long term, it's like a long-term marriage. You know what I mean? Like a contract is a long-term commitment for both sides. So, and I always joke with my team and I tell our A&R team, I'm like, look, if you can't have a drink and have a beer with these guys, like how are you going to work with them long-term? It's very difficult. You know, there's so many talented musicians out there and so many talented artists, but a lot of them are kind of douchey. Like, I hate to be like that, but you know what? Let's call a spade a spade. You know, some of them had ego. You know, there's so many talents that I've dealt with through the years that I wouldn't think twice about ever re-signing because of just attitude, ego, you know, stuff like that. And it's a shame. But realistically, for me, that's what it comes down to. Especially the older I get, I don't give a damn, you know, how good you are. I need to make sure that you're a good human being.
Right.
After that, the music obviously has to be there, you know, but first and foremost, you got to be easy to work with, you know.
Yeah, you know, 100%.
At this point in my life and career, I've gotten too old, too bitter, too jaded. I just don't give a shit, you know.
So also from an industry standpoint, like you scout out new artists for sure.
Right.
you also take on some veteran artists, which are incredible. This might be where we get a little controversial.
Oh God. Okay.
Feel free to not answer. But when we're talking the industry, obviously you're a businessman, so
Right.
you have to acknowledge that with certain fame caliber comes certain notoriety, which in turn relates to dollars.
Sure.
Who is the biggest artist that you had to turn down due to that exact issue?
So there's something currently going on right now that I am not at liberty to discuss. They're an act that we were going to be working with that we are now parting ways with because of that particular issue. Never announced. It's just one of those things that just doesn't make sense. And for that particular reason, and let's just leave it at that.
Fair enough.
You know, I am not trying to go down that road.
That is as honest as you can get. That is
Yeah.
as honest as you can get right there.
Yeah.
Out of the artists that you have worked with, who have you been able to see rise up from ground level to a level of notoriety that you're most proud of?
So I think it was 2019, and unfortunately the pandemic kind of killed everything, but we had a band called The Anchor. They're currently on an indefinite hiatus, but we saw them. They were already on the rise when we started working with them, and they just started blowing up. They started doing things that, you know, we weren't expecting, started charting on all sorts of Billboard charts and everything, and they were starting to blow up. Had the pandemic not happened, they would be huge right now, guaranteed. I think it just kind of took the wind out of everybody's sails, and then, you know, they kind of did a whole US run after the pandemic, and then went over to the UK, did a UK run, and now they're kind of just taking a break. I'm hoping they come back out of the woodwork when they're ready. Yeah, they know they have a home here with us, but you know, they were on their way to being huge. You know, and that was amazing to see because they already had that hardcore fan base, and then just, you know, putting in the time, putting in the grind, and, you know, doing all the right things. They were just seeing such a great amount of success. So,
right.
Yeah.
What would you say is something that kind of separates an artist like them from another artist that wasn't able to kind of push through to notoriety?
It's the grind. You know, not everybody's built for it. And I understand it. I mean, you got to be out there on the road constantly. You got to be on social media constantly. It's not an either or anymore. It's both. And you have to basically make it your life. You know, and it's hard, you know, at this level, some of the up and coming bands, you know, everyone's got like full-time gigs and trying to make ends meet and all that sort of stuff. But you've got to treat this as a full-time gig. You know, it's not an either or. You got to be 110% in, you know, to make it successful.
Have you ever approached an artist as a musician and said, "Hey, can I play with you guys? Can I join in on this track?" Or had a track that you wanted to present to somebody?
Yeah, I mean, a lot of them come to the studio here to record, and, you know, it's not me so much kind of being like, "Oh, can I?" I usually end up, you know, either doing gang vocals in some weird way, or I'm playing something, you know, and that's the fortunate thing, being a musician for so long too. Like, it kind of just happens organically. You know, we're in the studio, we're listening back to the track, and like, I hear this, I hear that, you know, why don't we do this? Why don't we do that? And then I end up being on a track. You know, I've been in a couple of music videos too, just because shit happens. You know, someone cancels last minute. I'm like, all right, I guess I'm going to be stepping in. Like, When Thieves Are About, I was in their music video. I didn't plan on being in that music video at all, but, you know, last minute, here we are. I'm screaming in the bass player's face. You know, so yeah, it was fun.
What's up, everybody? It's your host, Harley. I hope you're enjoying the show so far. And I just wanted to take a moment and say, go head over to our website. We do have a merch section over there. Check out some of our merch. And also, you can become a member, get exclusive discounts on merch, as well as a whole list of great benefits. Head over. It's $10 a month. I know it's a lot to ask, but it really helps support the show. So thanks again, and I hope you enjoy the rest of the show. Have you ever credited yourself?
No.
No?
No.
Oh, wow. Why?
Humble king, we love it.
Yeah. I was expecting a complete different answer.
No, I just don't. It's not, because it's not about me. Like, and that's the thing. A lot of people also don't realize I'm in a band. I've been in bands. Most people don't even know that. And the reason being is because it's not about me. It's really, truly not. That me doing that takes away from another opportunity from one of our other artists. And I've had my time. I've been there, done that. I've been very fortunate in my career. My band played Warped Tour 5 years in a row. Like, if you told me which year, I'd be like, I have no idea. They all blend together. Hell if I know. So I've done my fair share of cool things. Like, now it's everybody else's turn. You know what I mean?
Right. Speaking of events like that, you're no stranger to events yourself.
God. Okay. I know where this is going. All
so
right,
let's talk about the 10-year anniversary show, man.
Shit. Okay, we're starting off hard. Okay, got it. Cool. Let's do it.
Okay. So how about you tell me about your experience with the 10-year anniversary of Manicat Records?
So it was a great event. I had the opportunity, Ryan was on board, his schedule aligned, he was able to come out, had a great time. Let's just say backstage, we all had a great time. Not going to get too elaborate, and I'm the type of person that I don't really drink anymore, guys. It's been there, done that. My tour days are kind of over. If I have a drink or two every now and then, it's a special event. Yeah, it was a rough weekend. I'm not going to lie. But I was fine, up until situation happened. I don't care unless you want to say it. I'm not saying
I'll definitely say it. Chris, this is a question for you. Have you ever made out with a guy?
I thought you and I said we weren't going to talk about that. No.
I guess everything's out of the bag today. Damn.
So you're
next.
Taylor, have you ever made out with a guy?
I haven't. I don't even know a guy.
So you and the
all
lead
little boys,
singer,
right, Taylor?
That's right.
You and the lead singer of Show Off became a little close that evening, right?
Yeah, I blame him completely, because you know what? I'm sitting there minding my own. No, don't even sit there and say that.
Okay.
I swear
Victim
to God.
blaming is crazy.
I'm telling you right now. Ask anybody from Show Off. They all know what went down.
Okay.
Everybody knows, because Ryan even knows. It was happening during Ryan's set. Tommy's sitting there looking at me. He almost stops playing, his drummer. And they're both like, what the hell is going on?
Taylor, just to recap your memory, because I don't think you remember who Show Off is. Show Off is the band that we had on that did the Digimon song.
Sick.
And the lead singer is the one that tried to show us his feet for 25 minutes.
Sick.
Oh, why does that not surprise me at all, Harley?
They were the best, man. I had such a great time on that one.
They were such a
You
vibe.
not get canceled for that. Jesus.
It was awesome.
Oh
Luckily there's such a big band that most of my clips I was able to just crop out that corner.
There you go. Awesome.
So I think that saved us a lot of it.
Fantastic.
But no, I think that's awesome, especially in today's day and age. Like that's so cool. What was it like?
Yeah, share.
Furry. I'm just like, okay, now I feel bad for anyone that actually has to kiss me, because I'm pretty stubbly myself. Like, I thought about actually shaving down completely, because I'm like, oh, that's what that feels like? That sucks.
Well, it looks good.
Thank you. I appreciate
It does.
it.
It looks very nice.
Thank you.
But the 10-year
Guys.
anniversary show was a complete success, right? I mean, I've heard
Great.
several stories from several artists about that show, and
We had a blast.
yeah, everybody had a blast.
Mhm.
Speaking of Show Off, I hear they requested some baby photos of you and this is a classic Show Off move, because they did the same thing to Ryan Cabrera.
Yeah. Which
So
Ryan loved, which, you know, I'm sitting there trying to save him, and I'm like, yeah, I don't know. He's like, dude, he's like, I don't give a shit. I was like, fuck. I was like, all right, happening. Here we go. Cool. Because Ryan, you guys have met Ryan. He's so laid back. He doesn't care.
yeah.
Ryan's Ryan. He's so chill. Oh, God.
So do they still have some of these buttons? Did they end up making the pins?
I have them all. Thank God.
You have them all.
So not the baby button. So I have a pin that they decided to do, and I can even show you because I have it like right here. If you guys can see,
That's your profile picture.
that's my profile picture with a fucking show off logo to it. So that's one. And then these idiots, I don't know if you guys ever saw the Cabrera one. So I have the Cabrera one as well. So
Oh, that's great. Oh my
right? So like
they're some of the funniest
he
guys.
probably has the button. He took it home with him. So I know he
I'm
has the
sure.
button.
So can we expect to see these as merch on Manicat's website anytime soon? Maybe
Have
something
to show off, guys, and see if they'll make more. The baby picture one, I don't remember what he ended up using it for. I believe it was for something on web, if I remember correctly. I don't even know, but they took a baby photo and then put like my hair currently on it, and it's just weird as hell. I'm just like, what the fuck, guys? It is the most ridiculous thing I have ever seen, and it's just funny though. I love those guys. They mean well. They're not malicious in any way, except for Chris. You know, thank God I pushed him away. I might have gotten the tongue. Who knows if I let it go any longer?
It doesn't count if there wasn't tongue.
That is true.
Then fine.
Biblically,
beautiful. I love it.
Biblically,
You know,
it doesn't count.
beautiful.
Um,
I'm going to
so-
stick to that then for sure.
Yeah.
Cool.
It was just a smooch then.
I like it.
Speaking of the internet and doing web stuff as a musician, when we talk about like a social media impact from an industry standpoint, as somebody who scouts out artists, would you say that having a social media following a social media following in today's climate is equally as important as the production of the songs themselves? Like, do they have to go hand in hand now?
So I think they do, you know, mainly because of the fact that that's your visibility. You know, I have these discussions all the time with artists, you know, and, you know, every band and every artist from every level, from, you know, lower level all the way up to like big artists. They all have issue with social media. Everybody hates it. I get it.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I'm not a huge fan of it either, but, you know, we got to do it. It's 2026. It's not going away. You know, you got to embrace it. You know, it's here as a tool to help. So I always tell the bands, I'm like, look, it's touring without touring. And the second I say that, it's almost like a light bulb goes off. There's like, oh shit. I'm like, why do we tour, guys? Like I always say to the guys, why do you guys tour? Right? You tour to make a fan base, to gain new fans, and to connect, right? Because you're out there, you're connecting with your fan base, you're connecting with your audience. So why are you doing social media? Same thing. You're connecting without touring. It's the same principle.
Do you feel that social media can take a song that we'll say is like a 3 out of 10 and make it into like a 7 out of 10 industry wise?
I don't know. I don't know about that. It's still, I think I personally go back down to the music. If I have a phrase that I've learned a long time ago and I still use it to this day. An old producer told me this a long time ago. There's only so many ways you can polish a turd. And that is so true. Like, you know, just because it's on social media and it's getting some bit of attention, I don't think it makes that 3 into a 7. I think the music just has to be there. It's got to stand on its own too, you know? So
I think of that song Golden Hour. Do you remember that song? Like right in the middle of the pandemic, I think is when it came out. That guy flooded the internet with that song. You couldn't flip through a video without seeing him showing somebody Golden Hour.
Right.
And now I can't not hear that song. You know what I mean? It turned it into such an earworm.
Right.
Do you think that song was strong enough to make its way through without the social media?
I think it's all subjective, right? Like, you know, what I might not find, you know, interesting or good, so to speak, doesn't mean clearly other people don't. You know what I mean? Because it's not exactly in my genre, to be honest. You know, so yeah. Do I think it's kind of yeah, I do, quite frankly. But, obviously I'm definitely more of the minority because it went viral. So,
Right.
I listened to it today.
There you go.
You listened to Golden Hour today?
Yeah.
There you go.
Wow.
So, what the hell do I know?
It's still but like I did listen to it today.
Yeah.
Taylor, who has been your favorite Manicat artist that we've worked with?
Ooh.
Don't you steal mine. Don't steal it.
I'm blanking now. I can't think of their name. We saw them in concert.
We saw them in concert?
Yeah.
Oh,
You're
thinking of Keep Flying. They are not.
Oh,
They should be though.
They should be.
I know those guys too. Yeah, I love
They're
them.
awesome.
They should be. They're incredible.
I was thinking yours would be the Lucky because
Oh, I listened to them today too.
There you go.
Yeah.
I love those guys. They're great.
I don't even know if I should ask Chris. We all know what Chris's answer is. Chris, go ahead.
Go ahead, Chris.
Like Ghost.
There you go. Yeah.
He is probably their biggest fan.
That's
I
awesome.
listen to their music every single day.
Yeah.
So I have a very long commute. It's an hour and a half to work, hour and a half home
Oh, wow.
between podcasts and
That's awesome. They've got some new material coming out this year too. I'm excited for. So yeah, it's gonna be good.
I will say, so I absolutely loved working with Ryan. I think he's incredible. However, my favorite artist of yours that we've worked with was Year of the Dragon. That was probably my second favorite interview of all time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How you guys didn't get canceled from that would be surprising.
Oh yeah.
Because Walk is
was.
a trip. Was Walk on that one?
Yes.
Oh God.
Yeah.
They don't call him Dirty Walt for nothing, guys. Like, there's a reason.
It was wild. It was
Uh-huh.
a wild ride.
It was so crazy that I finished the recording and then brought it up on my laptop to show my wife and then proceeded to watch it like 3 more times because I was baffled. I was like, I don't even know entirely what we talked about. Like it was that crazy.
Could not tell you.
That was an awesome one. I loved that one.
Oh my God, they're great. I love them. They're such a great group of guys, and like our entire roster is really so solid. Like, that's why when we do these holiday shows or we do like our 10-year or anything like that, it's always, so cool to bring all the bands together because then, all of a sudden I get inundated with requests like, oh, we should tour together, we should do this, we should do that. I'm like, all right, great. This is what it's for. This is why we do it.
Right.
So that bands can all get together. Like some of the West Coast bands can meet the East Coast bands and Midwest bands and all that sort of stuff. And, collaborations happen, tours just organically happen. And, that's really what it's about. Like, at least on the industry side, obviously we always like to give back to our local scene and our local area. The club that we do it at every year, they're near and dear to myself. Our VP of A&R, Mike, we both came up in the scene, that same thing. So we've played that club a million times. Coheed started there as well. I went to high school with Trav from Coheed. So like, you know what I mean? So we've all kind of grown up in that scene. And, funny story on that club. I remember a show kind of coming up years ago. So I did a show, my old band, a small little band called Shabuti. You guys know, back in the day, right? So there's Shabuti and a band called Interference. So Interference went on, Jay DeZuzio went on to be the producer for Imagine Dragons.
Yeah.
Writer and all that sort of stuff. Wrote for Panic, worked on Panic's record like years before. So he went on to be a big, huge producer. What happened with Travis. So it's crazy. And that was all one show that I just remembered. I'm like, wow, that all
that's
came
incredible.
out. It was insane. It was absolutely insane. That show, that's where Second Stage Turbine was recorded at Stained Glass Studio in Paramus.
Really?
Because Jason DeSuzio owned Stained Glass Studio in Paramus. And that's how they met. That's how the first original version of Second Stage Turbine was recorded.
I did not know that. That's awesome.
Stained Glass Studio in Paramus. Yeah. Yeah.
So speaking of your early days, let's talk a little bit about like your history. You've been in music longer than I've been alive. Oh.
Shit out of you. Thanks for that, Harley. Appreciate that too.
No problem, man. But I mean, truly, like,
He's 32.
Right,
so let's talk about the early days, though. Like, tell me how you got to where you're at now, and what kind of moves throughout your career put you into this new kind of side of life.
Okay, so before we get into that, all right, I've not been doing music longer than you've been alive, because if you're 32, that doesn't make any sense. So that is not happening. So I'm just clearing the air there. But,
I just wanted everyone to know Harley is 32.
I'm not, though. I'm 31, man.
Oh, close enough.
Oh my God. So you're going to have to repeat that question, because I was still so fixated on like, I am not that old, damn it. Like, it's some bullshit. I am correcting this before I even get any further.
No, you were a prodigy at a young age.
Yeah. I was something at a young age, I'll tell you that. I don't know about prodigy.
Taylor just did the same thing to me like 2 weeks ago. I was talking to her and I was like, yeah, what did I say? It was something like, our age. And she was like, our age? Whoa.
So I'm assuming Taylor's younger.
Yeah, by 7 years.
Oh God. Oh, got it. Okay.
But no, so how did what things did you do throughout your career that put you in a position where you were like, I think that I could start a business involving a record label, involving a production studio? Like, what put you into the place that you are today?
Honestly, and this might get me canceled, just how shitty the music industry is. That's
100%. 100%.
That's reality. That's me not sugarcoating anything. How shitty the business has become, quite honestly. Our dealings with, majors and indies and, just the shit show of that, led us to like kind of going down, and this is going back a long ways, but, turning the label, it was a vanity label at the very, very beginning. We went on Warped and we're like, what the hell with all this? We have enough connections between all of us. Let's just, put the record out. We'll put it under our vanity. We'll go on Warped. We did like the whole tour practically, and we'll see how this is received. And it was received fairly well. So we're like, okay, we got something. Let's sign some acts. Let's make this thing real. And then, what ended up happening was it was basically me doing everything, like full-time job, full-time band, full-time life. You know what I mean? Like something had to give. And I tabled it for a number of years and was able to bring it back in 2014, and we haven't kind of looked back. But like, I think it was that break that I did like the corporate world thing, and that sucked. I mean, corporate definitely, but I learned a lot, to be honest with you. I had a phenomenal manager. I'm still very, very close with her to this day. We get together every couple of months for lunch, but I owe so much of my managerial experience and like skills and tactics and stuff to her. And I've told her that. But it's about teams, and it's about building a community. It's about building a culture, a vibe, and building something different. You know what I mean? Because like, if I'm just going to be like everybody else, then why the hell am I going to do it?
Yeah.
I've been on so many calls with managers, and in the very beginning, they're like, I don't understand what the fuck you're doing. And in a very negative way, very condescending, very negative. And I'm like, look, honestly, I know you're meaning it in a very negative way, but I appreciate it, because I'm not trying to be like everybody else. I want to be different. I'm trying to change things. If I'm just going to be like everybody else, then what am I bringing to the table?
Right.
You know what I mean? So that's why I feel like we've been able to do what we've done for the last 11 plus years is kind of giving some unique opportunity,
Yeah. So on that note, how do I want to word this question? What do you think is the current issue with the industry? And in your perspective, what would be a solution if you have one?
So there's a lot of problems with the industry. First of all, I mean,
the biggest
problem is like, and honestly, they treat artists like a commodity that they can be just chewed up, spit out, move on. And that's not the way we do things. That's the biggest thing. You know, they treat artists like they're like, okay, you know, use you and abuse you and move on to the next, you know, that kind
Right.
of thing. You know, there's a lot of labels out there that are not like that, which is great, but you know, I'm talking about the industry as a whole right now.
Mhm.
You know what I mean? But as far as fixing it, it needs an overhaul. To be honest, I don't think it's fixable. You know, it's been this way since the beginning.
Mhm.
It would have to take something massive, you know, to be able to completely change us on a dime, you know. So
For me, the biggest issue that I have been talking about for a while now is accessibility.
Mm.
I think that music, it's a double-edged sword. I think that music becoming more accessible to anyone that's creative is a good thing. However, I think that it kind of, because of the way our capitalistic society works, you have a lot of young artists who truly just get in it for the monetary gain
Right.
and put out I'll be honest with you, man, somebody that I work with just had this exact same conversation with him where he ripped a song off of YouTube, basically took somebody else's work,
Right.
threw some lyrics over top of it and put it out on SoundCloud and got millions of views and hits because of somebody else's hard work.
Right.
I think that is an actual issue going on, even
Sure.
if it may be small scale. And I think that cripples the industry along with the labels and taking advantage of these artists. I think you're 100% right is basically what I'm getting at is it is the commodity side, but I think there are artists too that are doing the same thing. Do you think that there's any way to overhaul the artist side without becoming another gatekeep situation?
I think it comes down to just artists not being shitty to each other. I think that's more
Fair enough.
You know what I mean? You know, it's more of a community and community building. And I know that's super altruistic and I get that. But like at the end of the day, you know, we should all be kind of trying to get to that same spot. But that's not reality.
Right.
You know?
Right.
So aside from doing that, I don't think really there's anything, you know, and then forget about the whole AI nonsense, you know, that
that's a whole other issue, man.
We get into that. This is going to be like a 3-hour show, guys. Like, you know, buckle up. So, you know, I've never been a fan of that ever. You know, it started more on the graphic design side. I mean, I have a whole graphic design team, and our head of graphic design, Summer, she is livid when it comes to anything AI. Like, and I don't blame her. I'm right there with her. But you know, now with all the apps and all that stuff that you can do, music and everything, it's just like, where's your talent? You know. Like, and then you're sourcing that. That's like open source. How is this AI engine learning? It's learning from other material artists that, multi-platinum artists that are being fed this, this machine, and it just spits something out. So yeah, it's not okay. It's
do you, from a business standpoint, do you see the tools of AI like ChatGPT mainly, or any of those chat bots? Do you utilize them as a business tool?
Here and there when necessary, you know what I mean? I don't rely on them. I mean, again, I'm old school, guys. Like,
Yeah.
So like I don't lean on stuff like that, but like I'd be foolish not to, use
incorporate it.
Incorporate it. Exactly. Do I use it? No, because I just don't. But I will. It makes life convenient sometimes, for sure, as like a reference point.
Right.
But
I am extremely guilty of using it specifically for this show. I've talked about it a lot on here, but so Taylor and Chris are fantastic co-hosts. However, Chris has a very large family that he has to dedicate a lot of time to, and Taylor doesn't like to do stuff. So unfortunately,
okay.
Oh my God. I was hoping he was going to finish, but like,
no. Taylor doesn't like the research. If you watch the videos of my PowerPoints, they're beautiful. I don't like the research. I think it's boring. I never have. It's not my thing.
Look, Harley, she did her hair, and doesn't it look amazing? She did her hair.
Very nice.
I
like
did.
it.
Thank
And
you.
I appreciate it. Thank you.
Of course.
Hey, Peter.
Yeah.
With somebody who you run a successful company, you have a job where it's not 9 to 5.
No, definitely not.
It's all over the place. You get a call, it might be important, you take it.
Yep.
What do you do in your off time? It could be music related, but I would assume at some point, you want to kind of unplug. Even
I try
for
to
30 minutes.
I try to as much as I can. I rarely ever unplug, guys. I mean, I work 14 to 16 hours a day typically. It's just, I think it doesn't feel like work when it's yours. You know what I mean? And for me, I enjoy it. I enjoy it. I don't think, we would be where we were if I didn't, and put the time in that needs to go in. I've been very fortunate. It's been my full-time job for quite some time now. So you got to love it, because if I didn't, we wouldn't be talking right now. So, yeah. To unplug every now and then, throw on Netflix, just zone out. That's kind of like zone out. Yeah. I don't want to even hear music. It's one of those things where I'm just like, okay, I just want to completely detach. So
do you have any favorite shows?
Right now it's usually like all the Marvel stuff, whenever they drop any kind of new series and stuff. So that I'm big into. It's got to be something that will, one or two things, right? It's got to be either lowbrow humor that is just absolutely ridiculous and stuff that I've seen like 8 million times, where I can just kind of like, okay, that's funny. I've seen it like 1,000 times. I can enjoy it. Or it's something that's really just going to grab me, and I'm like, okay, I'm completely, focused in on this particular series or whatever. So, yeah.
Out of your entire team, publicists, AR, everybody involved in your organization, who's your favorite?
I can't say that, dude. Like, seriously, that's one of those questions that will get me in so much trouble. That's like saying, who's your favorite artist? And I get that on podcasts all the time or interviews. They're like, who's your favorite artist? I'm like, you out of your fucking mind? Like, what am I going to say to that?
Hey, Peter,
Yeah.
we have a studio chat. You could type it in.
No,
Nobody will
It'll
say
stay
anything.
between us.
Oh,
Pinky
shit,
promise.
yeah.
Pinky promise.
Out of here. Nope.
Oh,
Not
I
at all.
just saw something came through, Peter. You said Taryn. That's crazy.
Is that because she gave you all the freaking information you needed? Right. Got it. I'll be sure to let Taryn know. No, but it really does take a team, and everybody pulls their weight, because I could not do this on my own. It's just
absolutely.
not possible. You know what I mean? Taryn is phenomenal. Our VP of A&R, Mike, is unreal. Summer, who heads up our graphic design and content, she's absolutely wonderful. So yeah, it definitely takes a strong team to be able to get to where we've been and where we're headed. So
yeah, and just to give your team another compliment, so every person that has ever emailed me from your team has been the most pleasant, like proficient on top of it, like truly like so I deal with like hundreds of people at this point, and there are a handful of people who will just be non-responsive. Your team is on top of it, dude. It's crazy. Yeah. They're more on top of it than I can be. I'll send an email and then moments later get an email back, and I'm like, I'll answer that in a little bit.
Yeah. I mean, they're more on top of it than I am, because I'm split in like 20 different ways.
Yeah.
So I know that we've done stuff in the past, and you're like, and we're following up on this. I'm like, oh, shit. I have like, you guys should see, like in my email, there's like the little flags and everything in the Outlook, and I'm like, it is all red. I'm like, shh. All right, I gotta just get back to everybody. Yeah, it's one of those. So.
No, they're absolutely incredible, man. Absolutely incredible.
Cool. That's awesome.
Now, however, it sounds to me like there was a situation recently where it didn't go that way, and you had an interview that kind of went south.
Yeah, this was a while ago. It was an intern and it was one of those situations where I swear to God, I thought I was being punked. It was wild. So it started out, and it was for an A&R internship. So, the guy messaged me. He's like, "Hey, I have really bad service. I'm going to be a little late. Going to a buddy's house so I can be on this call." Okay, cool. You know what? I'll let that fly because, he wants to make sure it doesn't cut out, doesn't drop, whatever. He's really excited about this, whatever. Fine, no big deal. So get on the call with this guy, and there's two of them. And I'm like, okay, what the hell? I'm like, you know what? Fuck it. I kind of started going into my spiel because at this point I've interviewed so many people. I don't care. So I'm starting to ask him questions and things like that. At one point, like maybe second or third question in, his friend starts answering. And I'm like, wait, what? What the hell? Like, time out. What the hell is going on? Like, who is interviewing here? You or him? And he's just like, oh, he is. I was like, well, then get the fuck out of here, dude. Like, what the hell? Like, this isn't like group effort.
It was a stepbrother situation.
Yeah.
Literally.
Like, who is answering right now? It's like, wait a second. Like, get the hell out of here. And yeah, it was that was that same interview where he gave me this comment, and we use this a lot, and it's really funny. He hardly knows where this is going. And I quote, because I asked him, I was like, well, what do you hope to get out of this particular experience? You're always like, hey, experience, contacts, this, that, whatever, whatever the case may be. And I quote, I'm all about that bag, yo. And I'm like, I'm sorry? Like, excuse me? Like, it caught me that off guard. I was like, what? Because, you're in professional mode. You're like, you're kind of locked in. And he repeats it. And I was like, oh, he really did say that. I was like, I thought I had his t-shirt. I was like, what the fuck is going on? I'm like, okay. Yeah. Got it.
I'm going to start using that at my job.
Same, dude.
I don't recommend it. I really don't recommend it.
Absolutely. I'm going to go up to the owner and say, I'm all about that bag.
I was just like, and then they had the nerve to be like, oh, so do you think I got it? I was like, I'll let you know. I'll let you know. It's like, there's no way I'm dealing with this kid. Because I really thought in the end, because he was in upstate New York or whatever, maybe like a half hour from us. I really thought it was somebody setting me up that was just going to pop out of the side of the screen. Like, I got you, a-hole, or something like that. I was waiting for it. And I'm like, oh my God, this kid is actually serious. This is terrifying. Like, if this is the future, we're all
it is.
It's absolutely freaking terrifying. So that I use quite frequently. It is, everybody on the team kind of knows it's really fun because I've had some doozies in my career, so it's kind of funny. Yeah.
What is something that you look for in a candidate to join your organization? Like let's say I'm applying, right? Mm-hmm. And I have little to no experience in the music industry other than being a musician.
Right. So really, I'm looking for the passion, the drive, the self-motivation, because no one's going to hold your hand. No one's going to pat you on the forehead and give you a cookie. It's like, you got to just get out there and work. You know what I mean? You got to put yourself out there and learn, make mistakes. It's okay. What happens? We all make mistakes, it's the nature of the business, but you'll get the most out of it if you put yourself in there. If you're just going to sit on the sidelines and watch, you're never going to get anything out of it.
Right.
It's a learn by doing. A lot of this stuff is learned by doing,
Peter, what about an occasional kiss?
Not for me. That is highly HR inappropriate, my friend. I'm usually the kissy, and it's only because of Chris. So again, still thankful there was no tongue. Still thankful.
Doesn't count.
I love it. Definitely doesn't count.
So I want to ask a couple more serious industry questions, and then we're going to move on to a fun little game here. For an aspiring artist, we'll say artist, and then an aspiring business industry person.
Okay.
What is a piece of advice for both?
Aspiring artist, give me context. Are they looking to sign? They get signed?
Yeah.
For career
looking
advice?
to sign.
come to the table with something, right? So it's not about the music as much as you think. I mean, it is, but be a package deal. Like, yes, the music has to be great. You have to be good people, but make yourself sellable. Sell yourself. Like, we've been on tour X amount of times. We're self-contained. We've done X, Y, and Z. We're not waiting for somebody to give us a handout. We're grinding. We're hustling. That's what labels want to see. I mean, that's what I look at, and I'm sure other labels are very, very similar to that. You want to make sure that you're doing everything you need to do. Now you just need that team, that support to kind of boost you to that next level. If you're waiting for everybody to hand you things, like, it's not going to happen. So,
yeah. And then for an industry person,
someone that's trying to like get into the music industry, like,
more of like a business level, like, start a label or join a label, or
Don't do it. I used to have way less gray hair, and I blame all the bands. I tell them all too. I'm like, every friggin' year, you assholes are making me go grayer and grayer and grayer. Like, I hate you all. I swear, when I started this, I was not gray at all. So I'm pretty sure another 5 years it is going to be all white. So
I was 100 pounds lighter when I started this, so I understand.
It's wild, right? Music industry. No, it's similar thing. You got to have the passion for it. I've had someone, on our A&R team, saying to me like, hey, I kind of want to start a label one day. What kind of advice? And I said the same thing. I'm like, don't, don't save your money. Don't. But, if you're going to do it, make sure the passion's there, make sure the energy's there, make sure the drive is there. It is a lot of hard work. Don't think you can phone it in. A lot of sleepless nights, a lot, especially if you're going to try it and do it as a side hustle in the beginning.
Yeah.
Like, you still got a full-time gig. You got to pay your bills, all that sort of stuff. I get it. Be prepared, after that 5 o'clock, be prepared to do that 5 to, whatever to get
right
done. You know what I mean? Like, that's when your other job starts. So,
my last question for you is, how do we make Danny Otto from Just Happy to Be Here into like the mascot? Is there any strings we can pull? It's the biggest question everybody had on our Patreon about this interview. They want to know, where do we get Danny's energy into mascot territory?
We actually do have a mascot. I don't know if you guys have seen it online or anything like that. Manny, it's a full-blown costume, the whole head, the whole thing. It's kind of wild.
Awesome. Manny, it rhymes with Danny.
Oh,
We're halfway there.
I'm pretty sure Danny will not fit into that because it is a bit too big. It's like for someone that's at least 6 foot. So
yeah, he's a little shorter.
Maybe if we put Danny on my shoulders, maybe we could both do it. You know what I mean? At that point. But yeah, he's got a lot of energy. I love Danny. It's just a great human being. So
absolutely.
Yeah.
Is there anything that you can tell us about some upcoming news? You got anything in the works that we could reveal here on the show?
We can reveal? No, because I'm not trying to, piss off all the media outlets and everybody else. Like, you're not getting an exclusive. I did that for there's a couple of podcasts I've tried for that. I'm sorry.
That's all right. Hey, you got to shoot your shot, right?
Yeah, absolutely. You got to shoot your shot. I can tell you we're talking to quite a few big artists right now. I'm having conversations with artists that I never thought I would be, if that's kind of any kind of indication. And if these talks come through, yeah, it might turn a lot of heads. So
that's awesome.
That's something that I can say. That's as far as I can really go. But yeah.
What was it like working on the 20th anniversary version of On the Way Down?
It was surreal.
Yeah.
And it was kind of funny. So, quick story on that. I don't know if we have a time limit on this or anything.
No.
But so quick story on that. I remember, so we were doing a media day. I was with Ryan in the city in New York. We were at Tidal. Doing a kind of media push for Prescription of You. And, she's a huge Ryan Cabrera fan. which was awesome. And we started, one thing led to another. We're talking about, and Ryan's like, yeah, we're going to do a 20th anniversary of On the Way Down. And this is like the first I'm hearing of this at this point, right? Like, we're just kind of talking about Prescription of You. I had no idea. And I'm like, we are? He's like, yeah, we're going to put this out. We're going to do this together. I was like, what? I was like, all right, cool. I guess that's happening. Awesome. Thanks, Ryan. It kind of came out of nowhere and just kind of slapped me in the face. But I was like, all right, awesome. We're in.
Yeah.
And the collab kind of came out of nowhere too. The rock collab that kind of came out of nowhere. I don't know if you guys know the story on that.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Where Ryan's wife actually found Like Ghosts.
Right.
I owe her still an A&R commission, by the way, because, one thing kind of led to another. We reached out. They were a really good group of dudes. And one thing led to another. And, before we know it, we're signing them. You know
right.
what I mean? It's just like, now it's like, oh, okay, now this collab really makes a lot of sense. Because originally it was just going to be like, hey, this works out, have Ryan sing on this, whatever. And now they're part of our roster. And it was probably one of the best things that ever happened, because I love those guys. They're so phenomenal. Great people, great music. But yeah, I owe Lex commission, obviously, A&R commission or something. But yeah, because she found them, which was awesome.
So speaking of that collaboration, the rock version,
yeah.
So Like Ghosts, when they came on the show, said that they had already kind of done that song,
yes.
right? And
yes, that's how she found it. It was already out. It was just a cover,
right?
Rock cover version of On the Way Down. And the scary thing is, Ryan came to me and he's like, I don't know how the hell they were able to pull my lead vocal line off of that. And I asked him, because even I thought that. And Gage is like, that's me singing. I'm like, get the hell out of here. That's it's terrifying. And even Ryan was just like, I thought they pulled that. It's insane.
Now,
Gage is so phenomenal.
When the collaboration happened, did you guys re-record, or did they just pull the master from that over? Were you re-recorded?
Yeah. So Ryan re-recorded parts that we put together, and
gotcha.
That scream in the background, that I'm alive scream, that's Ryan.
Really?
Oh,
huh.
Yeah. Huh. I was like, damn. All right, I like it. I'm hearing it raw. I'm like, all right, that's cool. So yeah, I thought it came out amazing. They both crushed it. Really excited on that, and that just kind of came out of nowhere and slapped me in the face. I was like, all right, cool. Guess we're doing it.
Yeah, hell yeah.
I wasn't saying no to it, but I found out randomly at some, media day at Tidal. Came home and I'm like, all right, we got to slate this. All right, let's get going.
Speaking of Prescription of You, that song is absolutely incredible.
Yeah.
What a change for Ryan sonically, vocally. Are we going to, he kind of hinted at it in the last interview, but are we going to see more of that in the near future?
So you're going to see a lot of different sides of Ryan. I will tell you that. He is a phenomenal songwriter. He is not bound to anything in specific, and I'm okay with that. You know what I mean? We've got some cool stuff planned. We've got a couple of releases for this year, for sure. One going to be coming out sometime early May at this point. And then something a little bit later on. But I will tell you, it is different. Everything is a bit different. It'll definitely be oh, okay, that's cool. It's not it doesn't get mundane at all.
I'm excited for that. Yeah, I'm super excited for that.
It's going to be awesome.
Peter, I just want to say thank you so much for coming on the show.
Yeah, dude, thank you so much, you guys. Thank you for having me. I really appreciate it.
Now, final question. Feel free to not answer this one as well, just like with your staff, but who's your favorite podcast to work with?
At least I have a number of them, but you guys are up there. Hook and Bridge.
Yeah, there we go.
You guys have been so supportive. In all honesty, you guys really, from the beginning have been so supportive of the artists and the roster and, what we do that, I truly, truly appreciate it.
Thanks, man. So we got roughly 10-ish minutes left before Taylor's going to completely fall asleep on us. She's had a very long day.
Oh, thank you for prefacing that. That was, I thought you were just going to leave it.
No, Taylor's, how many hours did you work today?
10 and a half.
10 and a half hours.
Yeah, so, that's kind of my usual start. I usually typically average anywhere between 12 and 13.
Yeah.
Somewhere around there.
Yeah.
Jeez.
Yeah.
So this is a fun game that we like to play with typically our newer artists. But in this case, we're going to play it with you. It's called Mixtape. Basically, you're going to answer with a song title. It's just like Cards Against Humanity. You can either say something funny or something serious, completely up to you.
Oh my God.
We're going to do 5.
This is so fun.
This might take forever because I'm kind of blanking on any titles right now. This is good.
What is the
You're
last
allowed
song?
to use Spotify.
Okay.
You can use your tools. What is the last song you listened to and cried?
And cried? Oh my
God.
God.
Golden hour.
Yes, there you go. Excellent. I love it. I am totally stealing that, Taylor. Yes. Golden hour. You're welcome.
No joke. Mine was Soda Squeeze.
What? Really?
Red Hot Chili Peppers today. I don't know why.
He's very emotional.
Very emotional. Mine was 3 a.m. Matchbox 20 the other day.
Really?
Yeah.
That's a great song.
Chris, have you cried recently?
Yeah. Voices by Chris Young.
Oh, okay.
Country song. Okay.
Yeah.
Give me cry.
What song would you flash mob to as you try to impress a first date?
What the hell? Dude, where the fuck are you coming up with this shit? Oh my God. I have no idea. Like literally kind of speechless right now.
I would say Harlem Shake would be mine.
No, that's a cop out.
No?
You can't say that. Everyone does that.
LMFAO, anything by LMFAO.
Anything.
See, I don't think I'm coordinated enough to do any of that, to be quite honest with you guys. Like, I'm a classic musician, right? So, like, I can't dance worth the damn. You know, I will step on somebody's feet, like, legitimately.
Okay.
I'm terrible, you know.
Are you also like slightly
kind of dancing like in high school kind of shit? You know, like I have zero rhythm when it comes to that. But you know, you give me stuff to play, got it, cool, no problem.
Are you slightly off tempo on instruments?
No. I can't dance for shit. Like
it took me years.
Problem, buddy.
I was gonna say it took me years to get like that coordination, like timing down as a musician.
Yeah, so you know what the thing really was when I was learning, they had like the metronome, like old school style. And it would give me like a digital metronome and be like, all right, play the click. And I'm like, this sucks. So like you go to sleep and you hear the freaking click in your head.
Oh yeah.
You know what I mean? So now every time I ever do any kind of studio work, it's like in my brain. It's like PTSD. You know what I mean? It's like, oh my God, you just hear the click as you go to bed.
When you're working in the studio, you still throw the metronome on there and make sure everything syncs up.
Oh, every band plays their click. Every band. I've had a band once years ago be like, oh, we're going to be punk rock. We're not playing a click. I'm like, get the fuck out. That is not happening. That is.
Do you put it in the contract, or are you like you have to play to a metronome?
No, but I know what's going to happen because we've been working with John Niclario for like almost 10 years at this point, and I've known John for 20 something years. I know if I give him something that is not to a click, he's going to be like, "What the actual fuck is this? Get it out of here!" Like, I can't. What do you want me to do with this?
Yep.
Which I don't blame him.
No, it's a time saver. It's a time saver for everybody involved in the process.
Yeah. Play to a goddamn click. Yeah.
Be a professional.
Yeah, a professional. Play to a click. You know, I don't expect you to like be a robot and snap to grid. That's what, you know,
right.
Beat Detective is for. But like, give me a break.
Yeah.
Like, goddamn click.
That's a hilarious answer. I want to be punk rock. It sounds to me like you don't know how to play.
Swear to God, they said I was like, I want to be punk rock. I'm like, you know what's punk rock? Playing to a goddamn click. That's
an odd way to say you don't have rhythm.
Yes, yes, absolutely. I'm like, you are literally insulting every major punk rock band out there. Yeah. Guarantee you their records are on a click.
They play to a click.
Shit, you know.
This next one's a little deep. I apologize. What song reminds you most of your father?
Oh, that's okay.
Nickelback's "This Is How You Remind Me."
I could do the Green Day Cop Out, which is that song I can't remember off the top of my head. It's off of Saviors. Shit.
Oh.
You know what I mean? Trey wrote it. Trey wrote it for his.
Dude, that song's so sad.
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
What a great album.
Yeah. Oh, I love Saviors. I'm a huge Green Day fan. Like I grew up.
Too.
Yeah, I grew up.
I freaking love Green Day.
I went to a show once, and this is really funny. I got a show. It was at Starland. It was small venue. Like they did that small venue tour a number of years back, where it was like a couple thousand cap rooms. I was fortunate enough, and I'm sitting there in the show, and like they played something off of, I think 10,039 or
okay.
Kerplunk. And the kid's like, there was like 16-year-old kid, 17-year-old kid sitting next to me. He's like, dude, this is a brand new tune. I'm like, oh god, dude, no, it's not. He's like, what do you mean? I'm like, bro, this thing is probably older than you are. Like this thing's off of this like record from like 1992 or something like that. Like I was like, all right, I need a drink now. I am thoroughly depressed. This kid has definitely aged me. I'm gonna go get a whiskey.
So this is our terrible fun fact around here, but Jason White, the fourth member, we, Taylor and I, are very, very close friends with his family.
That is amazing.
Best friends.
That is amazing. That is awesome.
I've been trying to get him on the show for years, but it hasn't happened. They never stop. They just never stop, man.
Right. Well, when Offspring, and you guys have my word now, when Offspring stops, we will get Todd on. I will get.
Oh, dude, that would be incredible.
I'll get Todd on because we're going to be getting a new record from him at some point when Offspring takes a break. Yeah. We talked. Like I saw him this past summer in New Jersey when they did the Offspring date, which was a phenomenal show, by the way. It was Offspring, World, and Newfound Glory.
Yeah,
freaking amazing, absolutely amazing. But like I saw Todd, and I'm like, we're going to get a new record out. He's like, yeah, when we actually stop. Which
exactly.
Finally stop and kind of wind down a bit. When that happens, we're going to get a new record. So absolutely want him on for sure.
This weird resurgence of the early 2000s has made it so difficult to get artists on recently.
Yeah,
just because everybody's like, I'd love to, but we're slammed. We're doing a year-long tour.
Yeah. I mean, and Offspring hasn't stopped. They've been going for like the last 2+ years.
Yeah. Every festival, they got their tours. They're doing the cruise, right? They do the cruise too.
Yeah, they did. Yep.
Yeah. It's crazy, man.
Yeah, but eventually we'll wind down. When we do, we'll get into work with him for a new record. So, which will be cool.
Hell yeah.
Yep.
Last one for you.
Okay.
Best song to hang drywall to. What's your go-to work song?
Oh God. All right, this is going to be terrible, and this is going to get so much backlash. It's not a favorite song, but can I do like, band and whatever?
Yeah.
All right, I'm ready for the groans. I've been starting to listening to Nickelback a lot lately.
Hell yeah, dude.
Grown. We love
Nickelback.
All right, cool. All right.
The Nickelback hate is so forced.
Yeah,
it's so forced. They are phenomenal.
Have you guys seen that documentary? It came out a couple years back on Netflix, and I just recently stumbled upon it. And I was like, damn, I have so much more respect for these guys than I ever did before. It's just
also one of the greatest metal bands of the 2000s. Like, truly, if you look at like Silver Side Up and what's that other album with the car on the front of it? Follow You Down and all of those songs on it.
Oh my God. All the Right Reasons.
All the Right Reasons. Yep.
Yeah.
Those two albums are so heavy, man. Fantastic, dude. I love Nickelback.
Yeah,
I would say Dolly Parton's 9 to 5 though is my works.
That makes sense.
That is a great one though. I have to I'll give you that one. That was really good.
Chris, what about you? I know you got something cooking down there.
He's deep into Spotify right now.
I'm actually looking at my playlist. I don't use Spotify.
Okay.
I only use Pandora to listen to the comedy station. Golden oldies sometimes, but if I like a song, I buy it.
Fair. I'm not a Spotify guy either. I do Amazon Music just because it comes with Prime or whatever, but I would rather buy music. It's just old school.
I'm a record collector, so I understand. Yeah.
I'd rather have
Spotify on.
Anything by the Beastie Boys.
Anything by the Beastie Boys? Okay.
Just anything.
Little Brass Monkey.
I'm scrolling. Oh yeah, that's like a yeah.
Taylor, what about you?
Honestly, recently I've been on a Blink 182 kick.
There you go.
There you go. Hell yeah.
Yeah, I've been jamming out lately.
Okay.
Low, where are you action?
Where are you? Yes.
Go for it. Sing the rest. Let's go.
I'm so sorry.
No, definitely don't do that.
She will, huh?
I will.
There you go.
We've used the allowed amount.
Oh, damn. Wow. Someone get the hook. Damn. Oh, man.
Peter, thank you so much, man. This has been
guys,
absolutely
thank you so much.
awesome.
It was
This has been so much
blast.
fun.
Yeah, I had a great time. Thank you guys. I really, really appreciate
Absolutely. So we'll see you again in a year. I'm going to ask for some more info.
I'll
So,
come back
yeah, like,
before that if
when
you
do you
want.
wanna hang out
me back
again?
on.
Dude.
Cool.
I might just hit you up. I have other industry questions I'd like to know some stuff
Yeah.
about.
You have my email?
Yeah.
We'll get on a call. Happy
Okay.
to- Yeah.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Sure.
Oh yeah, dude. Well, thank you again
Boys
for
be
coming on, man.
boys.
I appreciate
Guys,
it.
I appreciate it. Thank you guys.
All right. See you
Of
later.
course.
See ya.
Yeah.
All right.
And then there were 3. Oh,
That
no, those
was,
tres.
hey, that's another Green Day reference. They had 3 albums, Uno, Dos, and Tres.
I knew that because I'm a super fan, and that's exactly what I was referencing.
Quattro.
They also did Quattro, I think, because of Jason. I think so.
Jason Page.
No, close. No, that was awesome, man. I love Peter so much.
I
He's
love
incredible.
Peter.
That was great.
I love Peter.
I love Peter.
I like
Jane.
it better this way.
Why,
So yeah,
why do we look like this?
What you mean?
We're
This is how we usually look.
rectangular.
This is how we usually look, buddy.
Do I normally look this white?
Yes.
I'm not
Do I
going
have
there.
news
I'm
for
not
you?
going there. Nice hat.
Thank you.
Is that a wait? Is that a Dave
You're
Chappelle
just
shirt?
now noticing
is.
his shirt.
What the fuck?
Would you like to see the rest of it,
Where did you get a Dave Chappelle shirt?
or should I wait till you stop recording?
Let's wait. Let's wait.
He had to make a good first impression.
No, honestly, guys, I think that was one of my favorite interviews. I think
Mine too.
that was super. Oh, go ahead.
No, you go ahead. I insist.
Oh, okay. I was just gonna say that was super detailed, and I like getting detailed in the music world.
You do.
It was nice. It was nice to hear. It was nice to hear somebody talk like a normal human being.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, just like some of them are just douchey, and I'm like, yes, there you go.
We love Peter. They did not tell him about our show. That's crazy. Did you like my joke at the beginning?
I
it set
did,
us up
I
for
did.
success?
Listen.
Good.
Listen, we have to do Crappy-okie again next time we have
With
Peter on.
Oh
Perfect.
yeah.
That would be good.
Perfect.
That would be fun.
I've been thinking about this the whole episode. You know how Chris was like that I did my hair? Chris, I need to clarify. I just washed it. I took a shower right before this.
Do you not normally do that?
Before the show at 10 o'clock at night?
It's 9.
Close
And it
enough.
started at 8.
Well, no, it just happened to be hair wash day.
Oh.
But she's
I have
all
that every day.
natural. So, what, hair wash day?
Yeah, I wash my hair every day.
I
See?
wish I could. Perfect. Scrub-a-dub-dub. Yeah.
So
Are they
hopefully
stinky?
hopefully the mic issue doesn't come through.
There was no mic issue.
But see, there is on my end, and Chris was hearing it too.
Yeah.
Oh no, is it me? I try to keep myself muted the
no.
whole time.
No,
it was
it's
only Harley, and it was occasionally. It wasn't as bad
oh,
as
see,
last
I only heard it with you guys. I don't hear it when I talk. I only hear.
Well, Chris and I are perfect, so
Regardless, hopefully it's not as bad because I mean it was crackling the entire time. But we'll see.
Hey,
Well, hopefully, I
we'll
don't
see.
know. I can't figure it out, man. I'm not smart enough for this. I think I'm gonna quit.
Okay.
No, that was awesome, man. I really enjoyed
Guys,
that
that
one.
was so much fun. I love Peter. Peter James.
And
PJ.
I like that. I like that he was really cool about me asking some exclusive questions.
Do you guys think I could sell this?
Probably.
Is that
Patreon.
Do we think-
Patreon. Do you think Taylor should sell her gum? And if so, do you want to buy it? We'll throw it up on the Patreon, $5.
I'll even make it into a perfect square for you guys.
You heard it here, Patreon members. You heard it here first. If you sign up for the $5 a month Patreon, we will send you a piece of Taylor's gum pre-chewed. How creepy would it be if, like, tomorrow I just woke up and there was like 30 new Patreon subscribers?
You better make it a bidding war.
No, you better get to chewing.
Yeah, you better get to chewing.
Guys,
We
I
made
need
a
more
promise.
gum.
We need the $5. But for real though, our Patreon's doing awesome. I love the Patreon subscribers are doing great. Yeah.
I need to get on there and interact. Sorry, everybody. My voice is screwed up again here in the great state of, we said it. Yeah. In the great state of Virginia, we've had like 3 or 4 days of like 70 degrees. It went from freezing to 70. Allergies
For
are killing me.
$50, I'll, what's it called? Doxing? Is that what it's called? Chris's
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fine.
$50.
Anybody,
In case you didn't see his hat, I think Chris is all right with that.
yeah, oh yeah.
Perfect.
If anybody wants to come tour my junkyard,
Perfect.
we have a petting zoo right now. It's just got chickens, but
Oh,
Chickens.
love that.
yeah.
Bok, bok, bok. Am I right?
So I think it's hilarious that they told him about the questions. I think that's so funny.
See, I should have asked the question I told you.
Ooh, I don't know,
Ooh,
man. I don't
Wouldn't
know.
have saw that coming.
So he wouldn't have. So here's I just want, because I think it's really funny. I just want to read you what I had sent. Right. So they reached out to me to let me know that we were going to be able to have Peter on, and I responded and I said, between you and I, could I get some fun stories from around the office? It will make the interview more fun, and it'll show we really dug in deep on our research, and have fun little Easter eggs for all of the Manicat employees to, kind of talk about some office gossip. You know what I mean? Especially if they are a surprise for him in the interview. To which I got a response saying that they loved that idea and that they would talk to the team and see what they could do. And then they sent them to Peter and he had to approve them.
That's smart. That is very smart.
I love it. I think it's
Yeah.
great.
No,
Is that my boy? That's my boy.
Yeah, I can't show him on the internet right now, though.
He taking a bath.
He's taking a bath. He's dinky bold. No, that was so much
No,
fun.
I think that's so funny though.
Dude, I'm gonna start using that quote though.
Oh yeah, get that bag. Yeah,
Get that
dude.
bag. I'm just trying to get that bag.
If you think for 1 minute on Monday I'm not writing that on the board where I used to have a picture of
I'm just trying
Scooby
to get
Doo,
that bag, man.
you're crazy.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
I'm gonna draw Bluey's dad, Bandit, and I'm gonna put a speech bubble, and it's gonna say, "I'm all about that bag."
I'm all about that bag.
Yeah.
Oh, dude.
Oh, that is so funny.
All right, guys. Well, I know you guys are both
family.
very tired.
Exhausted. Beyond exhausted.
I plan on playing Phasmophobia after this.
Oh yeah,
Chris, you're a madman.
Taylor, have you played it?
No.
she's watched.
I've watched.
No, you should play it.
I'm a watcher, not a player. Have you played Pokopia?
No.
He's a watcher, not a doer.
Yeah, I like to watch.
I like to watch.
That's sick.
You said it.
I said watcher, not a
Pokopia-
player. Pokopia.
Pokopia is awesome, but so is
10 out of 10.
Phasmophobia. Now I feel like I have to make a 6-7 decision. I don't know what to choose.
Please tell me why. Sorry, guys. I know we all want to get off here. We were having a very important meeting today, and we were talking about numbers, and someone said 667, and in an instant, everyone in the room who was having a very important meeting went,
God.
On command.
Look, guys, I'm 33. I got some gray in my beard, but I'm getting to the grumpy old man thing. Like anytime I hear that, I just want to like stick a screwdriver. Like, ugh.
When I'm counting exercises, or when patients are counting exercises, and they go 6, 7, every time.
Chris,
Every
we
time.
have to, as the older generation, we have to lean in because if we don't, they win. We can't
this
let
is
the
true.
commie kids win.
Dude, that's true. So I'm gonna get a 6 tattooed here and a 7 there.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Everyone's
Yes.
just gonna do this for the rest of till I die. Just boom.
Yes. Yep. While you're
Do you
at it,
wanna
I would get
know-
a teardrop.
Perfect.
I was thinking like a fruit roll up, like halfway unrolled. You know?
Hot. You should.
Then I'm going to start my music career.
Yes.
Perfect.
That is a prerequisite for crappy
It is a
music.
prerequisite these days. I agree.
Noah's going to be so pissed that I talked about him in this episode.
He was texting me.
Was
It's
he?
his hair day too. He's taking a shower, and then he's going to jump on the game.
Oh, well, there you go. You got
are
somebody to
very
play
close
with.
Noah. It's almost like you guys are related.
Yo,
We
they love Phasmophobia so much.
Taylor, we are.
It's all Noah talks about, dude.
Did you not know Noah and I are related?
No, I know. That
Oh,
was a
okay.
joke.
I'm sitting there going like, yeah, we are.
Yeah, we are. No, I know.
Also, when you see
Of
him,
course I know.
or when you talk to him on the game, let him know he's a cheater. He cheated in
told me.
Phasmophobia.
I called him
Yeah.
out on it during OSHA training.
I
was like,
didn't.
I
I
know he told me.
believed him because
me.
that's what you're supposed to do in life. You're
But he
supposed to
didn't do it on
trust
purpose.
people
He didn't do it on purpose at first.
at first.
He was joining random matches and was like, oh, okay, cool. I have not done that. I'm still level 19.
I am level
I
13 on one and 21 on the other.
would like the record to show that anytime I call Harley and Noah is there, I like to make it a point to bring Chris up and say that he's my favorite. Just letting you know.
Oh,
When you talk to Noah, let him know that he makes fake music also. Be like, hey, I heard you make fake music.
was that him who did it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, dude, I'm racking my brain. Like,
Yeah.
who was
He got actually like so pissed off at me the other day about it. Because like I don't take too many things like super seriously, but I take music very seriously.
Music and Helen Keller.
So
You take
so I tried to have a
serious.
genuine conversation about it,
Mhm.
and he just was not having it.
and the moon landing?
I take
That was
facts.
also fake.
I take facts and music very seriously.
That was
Okay,
also fake.
sheeple. Okay.
We gotta schedule that, by the way. We gotta get that going.
Taylor is my expert, by the way.
I'm an expert in so many things.
Well, she's not gonna be here in person. It's got to be an in-person expert.
Taylor, the show's going to fly you down.
There you go. I'll pay for the ticket. I have to click this quit button though because I want to tell you guys something.
Okay, so like, subscribe, comment, join the Patreon. Love you guys.
Hey, check out Manicat Records.
Absolutely check out
Check
Manicat
out our
Records and
boy.
all of their incredible artists like Show Off, Amber Pacific, Just Happy to Be Here, Year of the Dragon, A New Violet,
Ryan Cabrera.
Crazy
and
you
Like
asked me that, and I
Ghosts.
assumed all of our people
figured.
lately come from Manicat, and I felt like that was a setup. I don't even know people. Keep Flying is just the one I remembered. Sorry,
So-
I love everyone. I just with names, I don't know.
So,
Anyways,
check this out.
Mm.
One last thing. I like so many of their artists, and I love, dude.
I mean,
love
you
their-
said you love their logo.
I love their logo. Like, I'm thinking that might be one of my upcoming tattoos. I
Really?
guess I should have asked Peter if that would be okay.
I can email him.
Yeah, what if they copyright your body?
Then they own me. I'm fine with that.
Okay,
That means
love
they're
that.
responsible for me, and my wife no longer is, and she would like.
Perfect.
He's a product of the machine.
I love their logo. My kids do too. They're like,
Yeah.
My youngest daughter's like, she loves cats, and she's like, oh,
Yeah.
that's so cool. But she's like, princess.
Yeah.
My other girls are not. No, they're like anime and rock and metal. She's like, oh my god, it's so cute.
Manicat is incredible.
Yeah.
They're an incredible company. Peter's incredible. The team is incredible, and support them. Support their artists. Support their merch, and we'll be working with them a lot, all the time, as much as possible.
Forever, never, never.
It has been super real this time, guys. Thank you guys for watching, and Chris,
to almost everybody out there, we love you.
And peace.
And peace.
And to all a good night.
Make war, not peace, or something.
Or something.
Something.
Thanks for listening to the Hook and Bridge podcast.